What's going on, guys? It is Sunday, and it's Sunday, and I just got somewhere else not too long ago. It's gonna be here, kind of doing a little bit of invoicing, estimating. I have a couple people that are inquiring about leaf cleanups. Desk is messy. And yeah, that's about it. Not too much going on, just kind of looking. Didn't know if you guys ever did anything Sundays, or what I really needed to find. I was gonna kind of dig around was here's my landscape supply that I go to a lot. They're just cataloging prices for this year. But I had one of these for the nursery that I get stuff from, which I have to pick something up. See, I already forget about that. They called me on Friday, I couldn't make it there. They're not open on the weekends. But I have like 100 and something plants at a nursery I need to go pick up. I gotta make a lot of sticky notes. Then oh, okay. So that's not what I was looking for. This big notebook is basically just what I write in if I have ideas for videos, or a lot of it's ideas for my business. I always just keep it, because sticky notes are okay. I mean, you can write stuff on here, but they get lost, you stay on your desk, you go over them a little bit, and then they get like wore out pretty much. So I like to keep this huge notebook. And if I just sit here and I think like, oh, I want to do this for spring or fall, spring, summer, and fall, and then winter, I literally just have these four. You probably can't see that, but I just make like 4 little pretty much sections, and then if I sit here and I don't even think about this, but whenever I'm here, I get in a pretty good work mood, I guess you call it, or whatever, and it's like, oh, dethatching should be paired with this, and I'll put that in my spring thing or fall thing, whatever. So if you look around here, there's a ton of, it just says the 4 seasons and random notes, and I don't know. I just like to jot down. Here's my core. Ornamental turf grass pest management 30T booklet. seeing Colin back now. It's like that. This will just step to this receipt under here. Sometimes I don't know what they are too, actually. Anyways, what are you guys doing today? Is anybody doing any office work or? Gotta get my rec check ready. Anybody doing anything? My neck hurts. I think I slept on it weird. But really, what I want to talk about in this live, if there was like a subject or topic, I guess, would be to see if anybody out there runs P4P. I know a couple of guys that do. I've heard kind of nightmares about it. I've heard really good things. So I don't know if it is actually decent or why more people aren't doing it, if it's like kind of a little hard to do or something. Or if you guys even go into the office on Sundays. It depends with me. I was kind of gone all weekend, so, and then relaxed all day, and it's like, what is it, 4:30 right now, and I just got here. I really don't have like an objective to come here or anything I'm going to like. This is an old desk that was here when we got this warehouse. There's like 3 of these, so I just snagged one up. But this thing annoys me so much. I hate this so much. So I'm gonna go through some, since I really don't have an objective. I'm going to go through write down some of the jobs that we have to do this year, and then kind of try to organize and plan those. Not write down, but just. Ooh, I forgot about this. There's a check I need to deposit. That on my phone, so I don't forget. Thought I had somewhere a note with a bunch of writing work. There it is. Alright, I'm gonna try to move you guys so maybe you can see. So this whiteboard, shoot, my fan was way up there. I'm gonna kind of put the last of the month on there. So right now it is October 15th, so halfway through. I gotta go grab a marker. Bear with me. Alright, I'm done. Well, I about just died on this huge tripod. Alright, so take some of this stuff off. Weed control. Here's some notes when we want to do some dumpster rentals. Too good for a little bit, kind of got too much for just one person, but I'll probably keep those. These are decals that never made it on anything, I guess. That wasn't all mine, I do. I don't know why I stuck it up there. Just move my laptop because this is where I'm looking at the chat. I don't know what this is. What is this? Oh, you know what this is? This is a possibly like a plow mount or a plow wiring harness diagram or something. I'm not sure. Alright, so this is October 2023. And I need to figure out when October started. First. Sweet. Do you guys really use whiteboards? Ends on a Tuesday, I will use it for a little bit and then never write on it for a while and then do something like this. So what I'm gonna put on all these are either an M just for mowing, L obviously landscaping, and then right here you probably can't read it, but it says to do. I have a few key things that I have to not forget to do, obviously, like invoice some things that I haven't. Then under notes, this is where I usually put all the services that come in. So leaf cleanup, tree work, property maintenance. If I have to send out new bids for commercial, snow. I have to see if what I'm doing for snow. And I also put on here truck and equipment thing. So I still have to, I know I did a live log, but I still have to go through that Billy Goat and see where I'm mounting that at. And then I have to obviously wire my whole new truck, put my plow on my new truck, so take everything off my old truck and then sell. Possibly sell my old truck, I'm not sure yet. But I do need to sell a car that's sitting out and I need to sell 3 mowers, so. I know right now is not a good time to sell stuff, but, or at least mowers and things, but I'd rather just get it out of here. I'm not gonna get good money for any of them anyways. None of them really run that well, so it's not like I'm trying to sell like a 2-year-old stand out or something. So our mowing is kind of slowing down right now, so I tell everybody that we basically have 2.5 weeks left of mowing is all we have. And that way, because some people get crazy about leaf cleanups, and if I'm mowing, landscape, and then someone wants a leaf cleanup, and this is really supposed to be a mowing day, well, and that pushes me either after working a Sunday, which I do all the time, but I really don't want to. And I've said that, I don't think I've not worked a Sunday besides today. Then that pushes this mowing to this day, and then it's mowing. I should mow here, maybe landscape. But if I don't have that and I don't have the mowing, I have Sundays usually should be office. When I don't have that office day, I can't line up things. I'm missing out potential leaf cleanups. I'm missing out potential fall work. Because I'm 100% transparent. I'm terrible at setting out bids anyways. I'm owner-operator. I work in the field. And like next year, my ideal thing would be to not even work weekends. And when I say weekends, I mean as far as getting out in the field and mowing, being on properties on Saturday and Sundays. And Sundays I really I never am on residential properties. I'll be on commercials like factories or something, but then you throw in 2 rain days in there and your whole schedule's messed up. I mean, especially for mowing, we do around 100 accounts. I do around 100. And with me, if I'm not banging out like, it depends, 14 Sundays, like 18, and I get a half day of mowing, that's why I say I don't know the last time I didn't work on a Sunday was, because with how many I have, it's nearly impossible to, especially during this time of year. Good thing it slows down, but it gets so dark so early, and you can't do anything about that. But I mean, when it's 6 o'clock and you still have 4 to do, when in the summer if it's 6 and you have 4, it's no problem at all. And people start getting like a little bit more weird about it, like, oh, it's getting dark and you just got here and mowing and stuff, which I get. It's kind of like I don't like doing it because I feel not disrespectful, but kind of stupid, like, in a way. But here's how my week's gonna go. So today was office / nothing, to be honest. I just kind of sat around my house. And tomorrow, see what you guys can do. I'll just kind of see that you guys can even see any part of that. Office and home and sitting and relaxing for a second. So tomorrow will be mowing, and that'll be my Monday route. Which, let me see. I think I can kind of give you guys a good breakdown of stuff. So my Monday route tomorrow will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So tomorrow on the schedule we have 14 mows. Tuesday will be mowing. I'm not gonna put Monday because it's on Monday. So I'll tell you right now, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, mowing, Thursday mowing, Friday mowing, Saturday mowing. I'm just gonna break down how many of each we have on each day. I'll do this for the 2.5 weeks because this is all gonna be mowing. Somewhere I gotta start fitting in leaf clips. So if I have, like Thursday and Fridays are not like 14 to 18s. They're like 10 to 12, so sometimes I get done pretty early. We have good route density on those days. On all these days we have good route density. Like Saturdays are usually I do like 3 huge factories. See what we have on Tuesday. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We have 15 on Tuesday. And then Wednesday is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Wednesday is 17. Thursday is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 10 on Thursday, so that is, I don't know, like that 10, it's a lot less than every day, but we have bigger properties that day. It's not like we do like little yards at, I mean like Monday, I will probably be done by like 1 o'clock tomorrow. All of these are like a couple sets of like 3, so it goes by super fast. If I start like, now we're starting at like 8, just because it's so dewy in the morning, but. So right there, Monday through Thursday, I'm at, what is that? So that's 29, 39, 40, 58 for 4 days. Friday we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. We have 11 on Friday. And then Saturday is a bigger day. Like I said, it's a couple factories, a couple storefronts. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 9 on Saturday. And those are just this next week. So this isn't a bi-weekly week. So this week without bi-weeklies, equals, what is that? So 29, 40, 50, 67, 60, 69, 70. So you have 76 without bi-weeklies. I have to at least have like 20, I don't know, 20 to 30 bi-weeklies. So yeah, we're at around like 96 to 106 for accounts. And I could go and look, but the good thing with this, I bet it's closer to 20. We're probably closer to like, I'd say between 90 and 100 accounts. And yes, people drop, people add, so it's kind of, it's not a huge thing to not know that off the top of my head, but with this extra like 20, it is pretty like, with bi-weekly I take nothing that, I wouldn't take a bi-weekly that's 10 minutes away from anything else I have. If I'm going to do a bi-weekly for somebody, it's gonna be this house, we mow, this one we don't, this one we don't, this one we mow, this one we mow, and then this one, if they want to get mowing for us and they want bi-weekly, we'll do that. As long as, I mean, I try to make it where we're not at a different stop. So I know on Mondays ramp up to like 18 on bi-weeklies. Monday and Tuesdays where it's a lot more. I think that's like 4 and that's like 9. So that's like the majority. I know like Friday we have like 2 that fit in. Wednesday, I don't think Wednesday at all. Thursday we do have like 1 or 2. Saturday doesn't change, so. Yeah, I'd say probably around like 20, 25. But we only do stuff like this. If you can see that good, but we won't drive even 8 minutes for a bi-weekly. I don't even want to do bi-weeklies in general, so. It does not make sense for me to be the only one out there and driving extra for like an extra $50. I just wouldn't do it. Anyways, the whole point of this is to show you guys what my week's gonna be. So it's gonna be mowing all week. Okay, what is that? A mountain? But this is the weird thing about this time of year. So we do skip if it's our call. So like I said, that 14 this day, if we're usually off by, if we do every single one of those accounts, they all need all service, edge, everything, I'm probably not done till like 3 or 4. If we even skip like, because the other thing with route density, this is good and bad in ways, but we have so many bunches of 3 and 2 and 3 and then 4 and then 2. We're really only making like 6 stops that day with 14 accounts or 5 stops, something like that. But the bad thing with that is let's go back to the example, if we have neighbors and then one across the street, if this guy skips and these 2 know about it, and they usually talk, they're all usually pretty good friends, and oh, they're not mowing, so we're not gonna mow. Oh, those 2 didn't mow, so we're not gonna mow. That's where it kind of gets like, okay, just because he doesn't want to mow does not mean that you shouldn't mow and you shouldn't mow. And I'd rather honestly have it where I don't like driving places not making money, but if these 2 are skipping and this one wants mowing, I'd rather have her say, hey, those 2 aren't mowing, just skip it. In ways not. There's been weeks in summer where we will be in a drought, and one day I've mowed 2 before. And I was driving around. That's where next year I'm implementing a skip fee. So if it is because I know a lot of companies, and I know I've gotten a lot of yards because companies do this. They want to drive by quick, barely look at it, skip. Full service charge, which I get. I should do that. I'm in the business. I not lose a lot of money, but I definitely could make more money throughout the year if I did something like that, which is the reason why I want to do something like that. So I have mowing. Say, forget what the total was, 76. If 20 of those people want to skip, I'm at 56. Say an average yard's $50. Which, I mean, I think my average is more like has to be like around 100 because we have a lot of bigger accounts. But say $50, just for simplicity. So this 76 would be 3,800 for that week. If 20 of those people skip it, I'm not charging them anything. I'm losing $1,000, losing out on $1,000, and also I'm not recouping any of. Obviously, when you drive from this to this to this to this to this, you're spending $5, $8, maybe whatever it is, like on gas. But you're also getting $150 when you stop here. You're getting $160, so that $3 does not matter at all. If you do drive around all day and get to mow 2 places, you're not saying you're going to spend $90 on gas, because you're not, but the $90 you do make on the 2 places is not very sustainable. I don't know what to call it. So the $1,000 I'm losing out, I have to recoup some of that. I'm not in this to be nice anymore. I'm not in this to be such like I'm a good people's person, and I'm very laid back and stuff. But I gotta start. So if you do that, say 10 weeks a year, which I'm sure in the whole summer, at least like 5 to 10 of those weeks we skip 10 accounts, so say I'm losing on $500 through 10 weeks. I'm losing on $5,000. That, I mean, yes, it goes. You don't even really notice in the grand scheme of things, but when you do sit down and look at stuff, you do notice. So what I have to do is I'm going to implement. If they don't want mowed, there's going to be a half service charge. So half of the service, so say it's $50 again. So I'm going to charge them $25 if they skip. I'm still toying with the idea. If they let me know, do I still charge this? Because they do give me an advance. Because the big thing I don't want is either sending guys out there to mow and they don't, or having myself go out there and driving there, wasting my time and they don't. Because I'd rather be doing a lot of other things than driving around all day. So if they notify us to skip, I don't think I would charge them anything. But if they don't and the yard does not need it, it's going to be a half service charge next year. And maybe I would love to wake up Monday morning or even Saturday and Sunday. Prefer Sunday, I prefer Saturday, Sunday the week before, with 20 emails and texts saying, hey, didn't grow this week, or having a party on Monday that I know that's your mow day. Because I'm very strict on these 14 people that we do every single Monday. Yes, do they get pushed to Tuesday sometimes? Do they get pulled back to Saturday if I know it's going to rain a bunch, or if it did rain a bunch, yes, but if there's 35 weeks we mow, whatever there is, and these guys are on the same day as much as I can. It'd be 35 if I could, but obviously it's going to rain on a Monday at some point. But they're always on Monday, so we don't say, yeah, your address is this, it fits in this route. You'll be at the beginning of the week, which could be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't do that because then I feel like you run into a lot more trouble with if they have outside services that come in, such as like pest control. I've ran into them and it's been a problem before. Other fertilizing companies with aerations and putting on stuff. I ran into like a lot of that this year for some people I don't spray for. Or like events, if they're having a graduation party on a Monday or whatever, 4th of July party, something like weird on this. If they do schedule for Tuesday, they know that, oh, well, I'm on every Tuesday. I should notify them because I'm either going to pull them back to Monday or push them to Wednesday. But if they notify me Tuesday morning, hey, I'm having a party Tuesday, can't come today. Okay, is that eligible for a half charge? Because if it rained Monday, we can't go Tuesday, we push it to Wednesday. Our Monday's already coming to Tuesday. Anything that's spilling over, we should get our Monday route done. Get into Tuesday, but everything spills over. And then it trains to this, and then this goes right here. Or, if there's any residential yards, they go back to Monday. So some stuff could be pushed back 2 days, depending if people want to make our life harder than it has to be honest. And all those scenarios I've been through, you wouldn't think it affected that much. But if stuff's really growing and people are skipping for whatever reason, if it's like a weird reason, whatever, they don't give us notice. I mean, our whole week, we have 76 and it's a single guy. Like your whole week can get messed up with 5, 6 people that either skip or don't say anything. So I think let me see something quick. I think there needs to be some type of charge in there. And I was watching a Mike Andes video. I don't know when it was, a couple days ago. And it was about rain and how most landscapers just kind of call the whole day if it rains. Which is whatever. Let me check and make sure the system. Yeah, we're still on. So they call it the whole day. And so let's use a couple of different colors. What he explained, it does make sense, but it only makes sense in certain scenarios, I think. So he was saying he has 2 days mowing, 3 days landscaping, and it flops every week. So purple is mowing, so mowing, 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 landscape, landscape. Then his other week would be flopped. So it'd be landscape, landscape, mowing, mowing, or something like that, and landscape here. Well, he said if it rains Monday and it rains Tuesday, let's say, a lot of mowing companies would just say, hey, okay, can't mow, can't mow. Now this has to be pushed to that Monday, so these are all just out of the question. So this original was on here. Monday would be on Wednesday, so this would be mowing. Thursday would be mowing. Your Friday mowing hopefully would be fine still. And if a lot of guys don't want to work into the weekends, which employees don't, or you don't want to throw them on overtime, then the original, what would it have been then? The original Wednesday, the 18th, landscape job would really be the 23rd. It's hard to make that up unless you get more guys, or you guys cut mowing short these 2 days, and throw these guys under here. What he was saying was, say you have, I should maybe so. You have mowing, mowing, landscape mowing, and then landscape mowing, mowing. So these are landscapes. If these ran out, these two, that you should pull ahead these landscape jobs. So what he was saying is that it's not really hard to landscape in the rain. Obviously he knows, I know, you know, that you can landscape, you can trim bushes, you can mulch, it's not ideal for people who don't really care about scheduling. Like an employee, it's not, they would kind of be like, what the hell, why? It's raining, like we work outside, but all this stuff, but say this is trimming and this is a rock job or something, and it's dry, or you're going off of cement to a bed, it's not like you're trenching through the yard, you're using wheelbarrows to move these up to that day, and then move this Friday up. So then when it is dry, so now these would be landscaping, and then you just mow these 3 weeks. What would kind of, when I was sitting there watching it, one, I don't know, it must be like not a startup, but a smaller company, like, but I use them all like 6 days, and I'll fit in landscape jobs, but. So that's Monday, Tuesday, and you switch them to Wednesday, Thursday. Either if it's like a drier part of the year, or it's not growing too fast, by the time you get to their week again, which I don't know if these are bi-weeklies or not, I guess he didn't really explain. But will this original Tuesday, next Tuesday, so that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Would the 2 days mess with people wanting it cut or not? I guess if they're bi-weekly, no, but if this was a weekly thing, I don't even know how you, or why you do this kind of thing. That was my thing, and I get pulling things ahead, because nobody's really going to say no to that. But if you notify them and they just say no, what if the landscape job doesn't want to be pulled ahead? What if they have obligations like, hey, the irrigation guys aren't done or something yet, like, no, you cannot come in here, you cannot do this. It's not everybody's going to say yes 100% of the time. That is playing a little bit of devil's advocate, but I don't know. I think like what I do is, if it's raining, being an owner operator, I will take the day to sit in the office or run around town. I always have stuff to pick up. I have stuff to buy or whatever that I can't do because we are mowing. And I love rain days, to be honest. I'll go ahead and go get all the estimates done. I will meet with people. And to be honest, in the summer and stuff, when you've worked, just is not, I know this is going to sound, I don't know what, like, we work like horses or whatever and work our tails off and stuff, but if you work 32 days in a row, yes, one rain day is fine. I think that's fine, I think. Especially, okay, I get if you're not working weekends. If you schedule it where you don't do anything Saturday and Sunday, yes, you should either move that around or just put something on Saturday. It doesn't kill you working a Saturday. Some guys are so against that, but when you're working like 6.5 days a week is what I call what I work, because every Sunday I'm at least mowing from like 7 or 8 in the morning, depending on the time of year, to like 1 or 2 in the afternoon, and that's pretty much a half day. If I work 32 days and I'm mowing every day, one rain day right here will not kill my business and won't kill my company. This is a good reset day, and I get to sit down and really, okay, what do we do in July and August? And I know these things messed up. I didn't have enough time to kind of think about this, and my website I just rebuilt, stuff like that. We have had rain like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I did a couple aerations in the rain. Other than that, I didn't do anything. I just kind of, I redid my website. I built out, I redid headers and footers on stuff. And then I just enjoyed like my time off. I did some family stuff, and we'll be back every Monday. The grass will be there. the jobs will be there. All of these, so all the landscape jobs I really got out of landscaping this year. What do I have to do? So I have a ton of leaf cleanups, which is normal. Our tree trimming at a townhouse association that I got out and upsell them on. I have a whole like side hill renovation of a property. That's actually where those plants come into. I have burying a couple downspouts, re-leveling a bed, putting some edgers in. I have 2 like full property cleanups on commercial sites. I have a back bank I need to clear out and more tree trimming. And then another property pretty much cleanup. All of those I do keep, and I'll keep any more that come in, but those are all existing customers for me. So that's like 8-10 jobs. If we stopped mowing, say for some reason we just did not mow this week, I could easily be filled up every day till the end of October. I have no worries. I wouldn't even work Saturday. I wouldn't work. I do 5 days. It's just me. And honestly, if I was full like this, I'd take these 2. I'd work Saturdays. 2 weeks booked Monday through Saturday. And then I'd really start leaf cleanups last week of October. Into November, we're usually booked all November with leaf cleanups. We a lot of times can't get to all of them. A lot of people do. Saturday 76, we really only do services for those guys, for those people. If we can get like 3-4 leaf cleanups on a day, I'm happy. And we do probably like 80% of our customers do a leaf cleanup with us in the fall time. The other percent do it in the spring, or we do like a mulch throughout the year. Like I know a couple of them off the top of my head, we'll just mulch a couple times. So if we're not mowing, say these 3 weeks, we'll still pretty much do leaf cleanups for those guys those 3 times. It's more of a mulch job, or mulching the leaves. But that's pretty much what it is. And to be honest, if we did this, which just isn't gonna happen, I know it's not going to. But I get so booked up I can't take anything now. It's always this time of year. New people are calling and looking online for leaf cleanups, blah 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 blah. I get so many calls that I have to put these, so say 95 that I have to put these guys first. I do. And I choose to do that because they consistently give me work throughout the year. So I'll schedule out all those leaf cleanups, everything. If there is, which is usually not, like a week that I don't have anything and it's end of November, I'll take a couple, but there's still rain days in the fall. And there's things that go on in the fall. I have all those landscape projects aren't with leaves. So right now, as I'm looking at October, November, we're usually done by the end of November. We're like completely booked out. I haven't taken on any new projects from anybody outside of people I mow for, which is good. The bad thing about that is I'm losing out on a lot. If I had another crew or another setup, obviously you can double what you do. But you don't always have to be bigger than, I don't know. With me, I've had guys, I've had subs. There's projects where we have 3 guys on a project throughout the year. It goes great, but I prefer to just be out there mowing, fit in the landscape job when I can. I don't advertise anything anymore. It's all word of mouth, which is not a bragging point or thinking I'm really good or something. I just need to figure out where my lane is, I think. Oh, my back is all messed up. But I am still kind of trying to figure out my lane. I have a few ideas that we could do. To kind of help with, I don't know if you'd even call them dead spots because there's not, the only way it's kind of dead is summer when it's super hot, hasn't rained in 30 days, and yeah, stuff stops growing. And even with that being so, it's very easy if you do good work and you have a good relationship with your customers. Send out an email saying, hey, lawns have stopped growing, it's getting really dry, and we have available slots to fill in. We did a lot of gardening this year, either commercially or residentially, and I had a guy come in and do that. Just a part-time guy for a little bit. And all day I get requests for stuff. At my stage, I'm still, which some of you guys might think this is like a little weird or something, but at my stage where I'm at, I do run a good amount of money per year. I get a lot of leads, but I feel like I don't want to bring people on. I'm not super, I don't say professional, but I just don't have everything yet that I want. And for me to walk into a company, and if there's only 2 stand-on mowers, one of them goes down, and then they just throw you a push mower and say, yeah, in a month we'll get, like, that's where I'm kind of at. Like, I don't have 6 extra 36s sitting around. I'm not saying you don't have, or you have to, but even this year I got a lot better, but previous years I didn't have stuff that was really reliable, if I'm gonna be honest, and I didn't have many systems in the works, I guess. And I still don't have that many systems. I have plenty of ideas of if I got more crews. What I've always done is just one-man crew, so I'll throw them in a truck with a ramp rack 36, have them go mow. I don't like the idea of guys pulling trailers. I've worked at companies. I've only worked for one lawn care company my whole life. And I can't tell you how many times they'd hire a random guy and he'd be on a different crew and that crew lead wouldn't show. So the owner would make him drive the truck and trailer and come back and there's a huge gash in the bed. Or remember one time they didn't latch the trailer or lock the trailer like coupling thing. And went to drive a mower on it, a guy did, and it popped up and just smashed the tailgate of the truck and the owner was so pissed. But so I get it. I want to be right now I have basically 3 setups for people mowing. I have my van with my ramp in it, a ramp rack you can put in any truck, and then I'll have 2 trailers. So realistically, I have like 4 setups, so I can really do like 2. I'll do my van and then I do a truck and a ramp rack. Those would be the 2 I would do. And both of those are good. But if a truck went down, as of right now, one of my trucks actually the engine just blew. Even with just me, I'm not screaming. I'm like, oh, okay, that was my plow truck. What am I doing for it? I had to go buy a new mountain wiring harness. Try to swap this plow to another truck. So I still need to get kind of prepped for that. I remember at our old company, if there was days where 2 trucks were down, like guys just wouldn't work, we just wouldn't work, and I don't want to be like that. I really want to look into the P4P. I think that'd be beneficial. I know a guy who actually has a YouTube channel that does it, and we've talked a little bit. Not anything really about that, but if we talk some more, I'll kind of bring it up. Anyways, I kind of wanted to go over that. So I have a couple of things I've been thinking about. The half charge if they skip. Even when it's a drop and stuff, I don't know if you should skip. I mean, if you should charge them that, because another guy I know kind of explains that they do full charges if they mow or not. And he says they try to go on like trim something, edge something, like do something so they kind of get something for their money. But he says have so much marker stuff on my hands. He says that they charge a full service no matter what, because he has people he has to pay, and he's promised these people 40 weeks, he's promised them this hourly rate. And pretty much in the whole sense, he said, not my problem if it's not raining. I don't control it, which I get. I'm sure every lawn care company wants to be like that, but there's also a risk of them finding somebody that doesn't do that. So you have to I feel like you have to have really good connections with the people and do really, really good work to kind of be that strict. Another thing, I was kind of looking at my route the other day, and this is embarrassing in many ways, but there's people, I've been doing this since 2019, and like everybody knows, to start you'll take whatever you get. So I still have houses that are $35. Granted, they're like my first customers. One of them literally is like a little strip that's in front of a commercial, a church. But I have two of them that are like this. Those two, I don't know how much. Doesn't matter what mood I'm in, where they are on the route. They're super easy. Both of them. It probably takes more time to unload my stuff and get it started than to do the jobs. But I need to raise those guys. I need to raise everybody, even people that are 40, 45, 50. I know I have, off the top of my head, a $65 yard that should probably be at 95. That's a $30 increase. And if you raise your whole prices up, kind of the rule of thumb is like, if you raise them 10%, expect to lose 10% of your customers. But doing it at the beginning of the year and then setting that precedence to new clients that come on, that you're not a low cost provider, you're not a $35, $40 yard guy, which I've always kind of thought about it, and it sucks because there are so many of those $30, $35, but then you talk to some guys, supposedly, they won't drop their gate for under $75. So yeah, that's cool. That'd be awesome. I'd probably, instead of 38 a week, I'd probably do whatever. If my average was 75 instead of 50, which, like I said, I'm not sure what my average actually is. Let's say you add $1,500, that'd be close to 5 something, whatever it'd be, instead of 38. Yes, it'd be awesome, but you have to do it, I think, pretty strategically. I don't really believe in the whole, like, just going to Mrs. Smith and saying, hey, instead of 35, yours is now 50, like, either fuck off or we're gonna do it kind of thing. I'm, I guess, more, but that's kind of where I get back to the whole start. Like, I need to stop being such a pushover like that. Obviously, I'm not gonna swear at them. I'm not gonna do any of that stupid stuff, but just saying, hey, to operate, because things are getting more expensive. And if I do want a crew, like, I can't, throwing those guys on the $35 yard, if they take 10 minutes drive there, 15 minutes to do it, 10 minutes, so say like a little over a half hour, I'm not gonna make any money off of it. And that's kind of part of the thing with getting people is, and to make sure I'm priced right too, because there's been times where I've had guys and I'm like, hey, just skip these 6, I'll go do them because there's no way I'm gonna make anything on these because they're priced wrong. And there's been plenty of people that said like throughout the year, oh, just jump it. It's July 13th, jump their price. It's like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I probably have like 20% of my people that I really need to jump up, and then I want to do a price increase all across. I've never done it. I've never increased the price of people. I have, say if they've left me for whatever reason, their grandson did it or their daughter or whatever started mowing, and then they always come back, which is a whole nother topic of don't be scared to lose people, especially if you do a good job. They'll be back. Or you'll be doing their leaf cleanup still, or you'll still be doing their landscaping. They might just want to give their grandson a couple $100 throughout the summer and help them out. I do raise it then. I say, hey, whatever, Mrs. Smith, you were at 40. Because they're surprised by it, which I get. Like, it's not. But just saying, hey, since you left the company, you kind of got out of the system, and our rate is this. Perfect time for you to jump to this. This is standard. This is what everybody at your square footage that add on is doing, and I usually don't have to explain it that much. I just kind of say, hey, this is what it is, and if they want explanation, then just say if you're a new client, you would be at this. We don't like grandfather people into anything. I feel like I've grandfathered those too. Clients into that $35 price range, but I'm just kind of scared. Not scared, but they were my first people. They gave me a ton of work, and I always do feel like this warehouse wouldn't be here. My trucks wouldn't be there. I wouldn't. Like, it wouldn't for those people, those 96 people that pay me for the most part on time. It's a whole other subject, and offer me more work. Kind of, they work to offer me money to do services that they don't want to do so, or feel like we do a better job at it. Anyway, does anybody have anything? Any kind of input? So my big things were, I have another whiteboard in there, I should just grab that. Were the skip fee, the what do you call it, not upcharge, but raising the prices. Raise the price. Those are two things I really need to focus on this next year. What was another one I thought? And I got really good at this. I feel like this is kind of like I love landscaping random projects, but I think I still can do. Another thing with this is simple services only. And that one is a huge one. I was talking to a buddy of mine. We were talking about hiring people and how it's hard to train guys, especially if you're in hardscaping, landscaping. How it's hard to train guys to eventually go out, and if you're a smaller company, you could have guys that run and mow for 3 days and then landscape 2 days. Well, if you offer everything from patios to ponds to mulching, like a lot of the stuff is simple, but if you offer everything, it's hard to have a guy that can do everything, and do it efficiently is a huge thing. A lot of people can do this stuff you show them, But if you have simple services, so we have obviously mowing, extremely simple, brainless. A 6-year-old can do it if they wanted to. We do mowing. When I say tree trimming for these people, it's really low. Like the trees are so little and so low that if I'm riding on my mower, and I'll sell this to anybody that would mow for, if I hit my head or if I can't trim under it because it's so low and it's not an evergreen or something, we'll trim the trees up. That's fine, and that's the extent of our tree trimming. We don't top anything. We don't thin it out. We don't take trees down. I used to. Was I doing it pretty safely? No. Efficiently, even cost effective. I wasn't pricing them right. It'd be a huge hassle to dump it all. Oh, it just got like super nice outside. But even stuff like that, the tree trimming we will do, it's super simple. It's super like, it's only to really, when I offer tree trimming, if I say something about it, because a lot of people ask me, but I just say no, we don't do it, is it's so I don't have to get like limbs in my face, or like spiders and bugs that I brush up against limbs and they get in my hair, on my hoodie, stuff like that. That's when we do tree trimming. So mowing, very minimal, very small tree trimming, up to like 9 feet is like the highest I'll go if they want it like elevated. Shrub trimming, even mulch. We really don't mulch that much, to be honest. Maybe do like 10 or 20 jobs a year mulching. I guess I would do it. I will do it. It's I think in my mind a simple service. I just don't advertise it a lot. But our main services are mowing, spring and fall cleanups, aeration, dethatching, overseeding, and then small landscape things such as tree trimming, very small, bush trimming, mulching, rocking beds, planting to minimal. What else do we do? Like I said, seeding jobs. And our 5th one would be like a gardening service. So like, it's not really gardening. It's more of like we go out one time. More of like a property overgrown like maintenance service, I guess you'd call it. Sarah commercial sites like 3 or 4 times a year. I'll send a guy out there to completely pull every weed, spray stuff. That's in the beds, in the parking lots, and everything. Or Random House that we also mow for. Again, with all of these. Sorry, I thought the live kind of stuff. With all these are all people we already mow for. So we don't really do anything besides like spring and fall cleanups that are one-time random people. Even at that, we do our customers first. I will schedule out everything. A lot of times those random mulch jobs, yes, you might get them from mulch every year. But there's not a good, which everybody's market's different, everybody's company is different, but the conversion rate to get them to mowing, ultimately, I want everybody mowing. I want to mow everybody. I want to mow all these people. I will do these other services, but I want to mow. That's a reoccurring, that's like our bread and butter. I don't care about getting their $45,000 landscape job. I want to get their mowing service, because you can get that landscape job off their mowing. You can get their anything. I mean, I could, if I wanted to, get power cleaning, or power washing, not power cleaning. Power washing, window cleaning, stuff like that, which I used to do. I used to do all that stuff. I could get 100 window cleaning jobs. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to. That's when you get really foggy about like having people, because you have to have dedicated. You only clean windows, and then it sucks when you get slow on windows or something. Well, you gotta come mow. They don't. It's basically like not having just someone to talk to, because you have to re-trim all their stuff, or you have to re-mow their area, or re-blow it, whatever. A lot of people pull into here. But with that, you kind of, in ways I felt like I've limited my company. Well, you can always add services back, but I've really simplified it. And it might be a bad thing, might be a good thing. I don't, kind of leaving a lot of money on the table, but I also have been in the spot where I've offered all that stuff and I've been so overwhelmed I wanted to pull my hair out. And then you start dropping people, and then maybe some people don't start saying about, oh yeah, they're really good at mowing, they're good at this, but like we try to add a couple bush removal and it took them 4 weeks to get out there, like, which I'm really upfront, like, hey, we can do this, we're booked out like 6 weeks, I'm booked out 6 weeks, and at that point, honestly, you probably don't want to go. There's probably people that can do it way sooner. Maybe, I'm sure there's people out there that are a better price. I don't know about the quality, but. So I think like next year, I'd really like to have like 2 different guys. Really a mowing guy and then a landscape guy. And I keep them separate. I wouldn't have the landscape guy mow with him. I'd jump on mowing if he got behind a little bit. I'd honestly still mow, I'd still go out every week, but I wouldn't be 14, 16 mows a day. I'd probably do like 6. Do like morning mows, maybe the stuff, because this is the other problem, which a lot of the stuff rolls into another, but they, what happened, why does this keep going? Make sure this thing's still going. It's not. Alright, we're back. I should plug that phone in. Anyway, get off my phone. I even forget where I was at, to be honest, but I do want to simplify my company. I think I've done a good job about that. Very easy simplifying it. Or I've eased into it, I mean. I don't know what you guys offer as far as services, but I talk to guys all the time. I know a lot of the landscape company owners here in Des Moines, and they're always complaining about like, well, we lost this key guy. He's our hardscape manager. These guys kind of know how to do it, but without him, like, we're screwed. And I get that, and you'll never have 12 guys on your hardscape team that all know how to do every single thing, all can run, all can be a good leader. But there's a point to like there's a irrigation company that was, I think they're still around. I know they sold to a different company here, but they just did irrigation. They always, because I talked to a lot of their employees, they did like 3, they did repair, they didn't do any new installs. They just repaired and blew out and started up. I think those were the 3 things, which obviously, like, I don't even think they like I don't know if you call it like rezone or moved heads. I don't even think they did that. They said like head repairs. I don't know. A couple guys that I talked to kind of said that make sure you guys are still going. Let me grab a charger real quick. See if this works. I might have to readjust you guys. Is this charging? Yes, sir. There we go. Alright. We're on it. Now this one might die. I think going into the winter, we're plowing again, which that is one service I wish we didn't do. I know you make good money in it, we've made really good money in it, but doing that on your own, by yourself, I have one guy that plows with me every winter, but still is a lot. Again, I try to simplify it, not taking any random people that are residential that we don't mow for to do snow removal. I will still take one-off kind of commercial lots, but we already got a ton of calls for snow. We just said, no, we're booked up. I think at one point we did, I don't know how many, like 60, 70 residentials and like 8 commercial places for snow, which granted, a lot of the residentials are at a trigger of 2 inches. So it's not like you had to hit all 60 of those at once, but the nights we did get like 8 inches of snow and we had all those customers and all the lots with 2 trucks and 2 guys. It was no good. It wasn't bad, but it was stressful. That's maybe where I'm at. This will be going into my 5th season. I kind of want to be less like stressed about everything. So I get so overwhelmed, like spring rush and stuff. That's why this next year I have a whole plan for spring. I have my whole like kind of year, if everything works out and nothing changes. Certain packages I'm gonna do, and I'm only doing those things from say the middle of March to end of April, whenever springtime is, whenever the snow finally gets out of here. We're only doing certain things, so I know exactly, okay, I can run everything and say, we'll have a $30,000 spring, and we need A, B, and C machines. This is all I'm doing, day after day after day after day, which gets repetitive, so is mowing, but I think that would be a good system. And a good way to simplify spring, summer, and fall is to do these 3 to 5 core things. Only do these 3 to 5 core things. And then what do you really have to mess up? I mean, that way you don't overbuy machinery, you don't have an aerator that you don't use you use that maybe 2 months out of the year, and if you have 3 aerations a year, I mean, it's not really worth it. We do aeration, we dethatch. Those are 2 pretty good services for us. And it helps on, I used to be big on buying used off like Facebook, or you go to other companies and you kind of start talking to the owner, and you make a couple deals, and boom, you walk out with 3 aerators that you don't need, a push mower that he just threw in because he don't want it, you don't want it, and a snow blower. And yeah, you paid $100 for all this stuff, but well, the one aerator needs a carb clean. The push mower, he hasn't ran for 10 years. He just wants it out of his shop, so I'm gonna throw it in our shop. I literally have one in that room. You obviously can't see it, but there's what, like 4 snow blowers that I never ran out, like in the field, and it's just like random good deals to me or whatever. I have a bag that I never used that a guy threw in with a leaf back in one time. Stuff like that. I just need to get rid of, like, simplifying. Maybe I would have 2 aerators just in case one went down. I always do believe in backups and stuff. 2 to 4 snow blowers, or you can just get like one really nice dethatcher, one really nice aerator. I'm still doing that, so I'd probably sell like a couple aerators, get a really nice one, maybe like a Stinger or something. And probably, if I got like a really nice one like that, I'd sell everything. If I got like another walk behind, I'd probably keep at least one of my other walk behinds. And like the snow blowers, I just need to throw them away because I don't even know if they work, and I'm not cleaning the carbs and all of them. And there's a point too where you get in business where I think I'm at now, or kind of heading towards, is 1A. I don't really want to tinker with stuff anymore. Old stuff and try to make it run again. I'm kind of over that phase. And I'm over coming into the warehouse, and there is, like right now, I think I have, let me count, like 4 mowers that I didn't use all year. Like 3 of them don't even run. Like 2 of them are, they sit like a 42 inch, a 52 inch, and then a 48 inch or something. 2 of them are sit downs, 1 stand on. I will never fix them. I know I won't. They're in the way. 2 of them are outside, and they've been outside for like a year, taking up a parking space, which our lot's not huge. I just need to like part ways with stuff like that. And give me $50 and I'll give it to somebody. I have a car out there that's sitting out there I never drove. Maybe 2 times, 4 times, something like that. Taking up a parking spot here, which is stupid. A truck, I need to get rid of now. There's another truck out there that, I don't know, my first couple of years I'd be like so excited to have that stuff, and they get kind of rubbed off on me because when I first started I had a truck, a trailer, a mower, just 3 things basically. None which were nice at all. None that I paid fully for, like my brother went out on half of it. All that stuff with me. So I think now hey, what if my truck goes down? I need to have 6 things to back that up. I have my truck's not old, it's a 2020. My van is a 2012. Other truck's a 15. And my other truck is like a 10. I should get rid of like 3 of them, simplify it, declutter this place. Honestly, this building's not huge by means, but it's really kind of like a big storage unit. Honestly, I've thought about getting out of this building and actually literally getting a storage unit to run this out, because yes, this is like my office. It's cool to have a physical building. It's cool to have your own lot and signs and stuff, but especially during like spring rush, summertime, I'm mainly down here during like the winter time, because you're not plowing every day. But during summer, so I don't sit down here. I mow from 7 to 7 and go home. I drop my stuff, go home. I don't even check the mail. Possibly lift in our weight room, but that's it. I've thought about that. I'm in a lease here, so that kind of sucks, but I don't know. I just feel like it's a lot of kind of wasted money. I'm established enough for, which just sounds really stupid, and I know it is stupid. I don't advertise. I've never advertised. It's all word of mouth. And here and there little things, but if I were to get rid of this, I know a lot of people, oh, I saw your building up there. I'm like, yeah, whatever. But I don't think this is like bringing me, maybe I'm 100% wrong, but bringing me the business that, like, what I'm trying to say is if I got rid of this, I don't think it would affect me. Possibly for new people, but a lot of new people want like landscape stuff that I don't do anymore, so. Anyway, I think I'm gonna hop off of here. We've been going for, I don't know how long. A while. But it's nearly 6. Gonna do some light lifting, then we're gonna go home. But yeah, those are the 3 things. I really gotta focus on this next year. And maybe this is like too vulnerable or whatever you want to call it, but I'm not like a huge numbers guy. I'm not, never been. And the systems thing. I don't implement systems like, I've been looking at different softwares. I use like QuickBooks right now. I've been looking at Copilot, and it has so many options and stuff for scheduling and reoccurring maintenance and automations, tracking, all these numbers things which I would never run on my own, to be honest. I think I'm going to get into that, and I'll kind of keep you guys updated on that, how that goes, because I need to be more about my numbers. Especially, that's another reason why getting guys, I've never rushed into it or jumped into it. Because to be honest, like a lot of stuff, I'm like, can I afford people throughout the year? Yes, I can afford them. I'll make it work, but I don't want to have to make it work, is what I'm kind of saying. But I'm going to end with that, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you liked the video. Make sure to subscribe and comment and tell me everything you guys think.